Hi guys, a wonderful good evening and hello and welcome to our Admiral Markets webinar Master the Markets. What a great pleasure to back here in this webinar. Yes, last week the webinar were cancelled because I was in Spain for voluntary work for kids, and since Monday I'm back in my office. Vincenzo, a wonderful good evening, and all to all the other guys as well. So, I'm a German guy. My English is German as well, but I guess you will understand me. If you have any questions, type. I'm really sorry. I'm a little bit sick. I have a cold. I got it since I was in aircraft back from Spain. The air condition was really strong. So I hope my voice will keep strong to that webinar. Okay, let's do it. As every week, I'm happy to be back with you, that we can talk a little bit about the markets and about a little bit just trading ideas, and today a little bit about our minds, how we can master the markets, and how we can close the gap between theory and practice. So come on, guys, if you have questions, type it in the chat box. If you want to know anything there, there's no secrets in trading, and we want to cope the challenge together. It's better to have a coach, a guide, and it's better to do it together through the markets. We have a new project, Battle of Titans. If you want to come in, ask me or send me an email. I can give you more information about that, because we can trade there together. So just a moment. So let's start with the risk disclaimer. Trading with financial instruments offered by Admiral Markets carries a high level of risk, which is not suitable for all investors due to their complex nature. Before entering into client agreement or making a transaction, please make sure to read the terms and conditions of our service and so on. To get the corresponding information on charting conditions and any other detail, please visit admiralmarketsglobal.com. And so on the risk disclaimer, we have the difference between retail and professional clients, and Admiral Markets is one of the best brokers around the world, and so we have best DAX 30 and no minimum stop distance, was really interesting and very important for our for our trading style. No minimum stop distance and so on, and of course one world global offer. So guys, this is our trading approach we're working with. Success is not a fantasy, it's a formula. Just a moment. So we have a high probability of almost 65% if we make sure that we make trades with a valid trend, if we wait outcome of the correction zone, and if you make sure that the higher trend, in our case the daily chart, is working for us, that we have a support by the daily chart, then the probabilities rise up to 72%. So this is a really easy trading approach, and I know there exists a lot of just a moment. I know there exists a lot of setups around the world in the whole universe of trading, but this is one of the easiest trading approaches. No indicators, just only the trend, just only to see where is the correction, and then trade with the trend. So this is the trading approach. That's our rules. And maybe in my trading experience, and I can tell you this every week to you, it's really easy to work with clear rules. I made the experience in the past, and with a lot of talks with all my clients, they are very overwhelmed with trading because there exist so many indicators, and a lot of clients or a lot of traders don't have any rules. they trade today this one, tomorrow this one, and the next day this one, the next week this one, and over next week the next indicator, this one. That doesn't work, guys. You need rules. And this rules are like a template. And what doesn't work in market is that you have a preferred market. That doesn't work. It's not correct to trade only DAX or Dow or gold or Euro US dollar. Guys, that doesn't work. You need rules. You need rules you can use for all markets. They have a high liquidity, but it's not correct, or it's not the best way to have a preferred market you like especially. It's better you have a template. You can switch from the markets, and it's like Tinder. You know Tinder. You can say, okay, it fits, like it. It doesn't fit, switch it away. Doesn't fit, switch it away. Doesn't fit, switch it away. It fits, but you like it. Just a like, put it on a watch list. And this is what works in trading, guys, and what is a really easy way to be successful and become successful in trading. So rule number 527 is or describes where we are in the market. So where is the price? Do we are unfair, or do we are a fair price? Or do we have a fair price? Where is Fibonacci retracements? And what about our big picture? And you know we work with 3 templates: a trend, divergence, or support and resist. And very important, rule number 1 to 4 describes how we get into the trade. Valid trend is needed. The majority of the trend, maximum the 4th trend arm. It's a very young trend that we have high probabilities that we have a trend continuation. Rule number 3, we want to have a correction at least 38.2%. And then in that correction, we wait for a balanced candle. That's the reason why we are using Heikin Ashi as an indicator, as a picture in our chart. So that's easy. So, and if you can see the rules fit, make the trade. If you can see the rules don't fit, switch it away, go to the other chart. So, and I prepared this week some trades for you. We want to have a look on it, and we work through the market right now, and we will see if we will find some trading ideas for that week. And at the end, we want to talk about a special point, and maybe you know the word neurons. Yes, that's the right one. Yes, the right word. Just a moment. Yes, that's a special. It's a special thing behind your eyes. We want to talk about it. So and that's our templates for the daily chart. So we need a support by the daily chart. So either we have a trend, or we have divergences on the lower or the upper side, or we have a great support or resist we can use. Okay, let's start. So this is a chart for this week. Aussie dollar to the the Swiss franc. So we tried to make a trend in the hourly chart, and we reached our first target, but the rest were stopped out, so it was a 0 trade. Okay, but we have our rules there. So now this is the daily chart again, and now we have to figure out where we are. So first of all, we are actually in a downtrend. So you see the point of control, it's the fairest price for the past 3 years, and it placed 73,353 Swiss franc. So we have a lot of space to go. Why we use this indicator market profile? Because guys, you have to understand, we don't trade Aussie Swiss franc. We don't trade it. We trade the price of it. You don't trade gold. You don't trade Dow or DAX or whatever. You trade the price of it. And every price is either fair or unfair, which means it's too expensive, too cheap, or it's fair. It's okay, you can buy it. So, and prices have a behavior to go away from the fair price, sometimes too cheap or too expensive. And the highest probabilities are if the price will go back to the fairest price. It's called point of control. Robert, how do I get this template, please? You cannot. You have to learn it. You have to learn it, and that doesn't. You can buy this template. Or you make a screenshot from maybe this. Come on, I will help you. Come on, let's do it together. No. Okay, just a moment. Oh, I hate it so much. Fuck. That's the presentation effect. That fucking PowerPoint presentation here. So let's see, I do it again. Master the markets. So here we go. So, okay, so let's see. So if you want to make a screenshot now, this is the first template in daily chart. Either you have a trend, make a screenshot now. So next one, divergence. That on the lower side or the same on the upper side, divergence. Use RSI as an indicator. So, and the third one is you have a support or resist you can use for the hourly chart underneath that daily chart. Okay, screenshot of it. Great, Robert. So that's the 3 templates, and that you can see in the chart. So if you want to see a chart, open daily chart and then check. Do you have a trend in that? No, you don't. You have a downtrend, but we want to go back to the point of control. We always want to go back to the point of control, not away. We want to go back because prices have the behavior to go back to the fair price. So do we have a long trend? No. Do we have the second template was what? Divergence. Do we have a divergence? What is a divergence? You have a lower price. So connect the 2 lows and connect the RSI, the 2 lows here. Okay, yes, there you have a little bit divergence. It's a double low. It's a class B. I call it class B, not class A, class B of divergence, but it should be enough. And now this is enough. Now you have the second template fits here. And as an additional information, you see that the seasonals, it's adjusting, the fundamental indicator shows us higher prices in the next 1 to 3 weeks. And of course, Robert, if you see it, we have the third template as well, because you see that's a great support here. And all of that shows us that we can try a trend or a trade in hourly chart. So for that, let's open the hourly chart. So here, hourly chart. And now we have to figure out it for our rules. Do you know the rules already? Trend. We need a trend. A young trend, of course. In the correction, at least 38%. And then a balanced candle. So look at the chart. And of course, we must be outside of the fair price zone. So where we are. Do you see it? Where we are? We are within the red zone. This is the topic of this webinar series, Master the Markets. To recognize where you are and when your rules fit. And if they don't fit, switch it away. No trade. So you see here, if you see here, first of all, we are within the red zone. That is a no-go. But the other rules, do we have a trend? No, we don't. No go. No trade, no trend, no trade. That's really easy. So, and that at least at that point, switch it away. Don't waste your lifetime with such trading ideas. It's okay. We must not trade. So close it, close this one. It's no trading idea. Forget it. Do you understand that point? Please let me know. Type it in the chat box. Can you follow my thoughts? Type it in the chat box, yes or no. Robert, thanks you. And all the other guys. We are a lot of guys here. 20 people this evening. I'm so happy for you. Greetings from Germany. Type it in the chat box. Can you follow my thoughts? Can you understand it, what I'm going to tell you? If not, let me know why. Type it in the chat box, please. You have a question chat box there. Type it yes or no. Can you follow my ideas? Can you follow my thoughts? Please, I need to know that. It makes no sense if I make entertainment here and talking like an idiot and you cannot follow my thoughts. That's not the sense of this webinar. Please feel free. Admiral Markets and myself want that you be successful in trading and that we can help you together. That's the point why we want to create Battle of Titans very soon together. Okay, guys, great. Thank you, Boris. Thank you, Venchislav. Florina, thank you very much. Okay, so next one. What do I have on my watch list? Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. I have it on my watch list. So I prepared it for this webinar. So let's have a look. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. First of all, we open the daily chart always. So where we are. So first of all, guys, 3 templates. Do we have a trend back to the point of control? Of course not. So do we have a divergence? I guess. Look at this one. Connect the last lows and connect the lows of the RSI indicator. Do we have a divergence? Yes. What means a divergence? It's a point where the price and the strength of the trend go it divides to each other. You have a lower price, a lower low in a chart, but in the indicator you have a higher low. That means the divergence. Okay, so now you have a divergence, and of course you have the third template as well. Look at this one. We reach a great support zone here at around 98, 91. And especially you see the seasonals, and the seasonal indicator is a fundamental indicator. And it shows you the average, what happened in that season, June or July, next 60 days, in the average of the last 5 years. That means this indicator. So it's just a fundamental indicator with an average the last 5 years, which the big money is watching on it. So cause the big money is watching on fundamental data. Okay, Marcus, correction FIBO 38% must valid for hourly and daily chart. Yes, of course. You have to figure out, Florina. Florina, yes. Is it right, Florina? I hope so. Florina, what's your signal chart? It's not, you don't need it for the daily chart if you want to make trades in hourly chart. That's the rule for the time frame you want to trade. If you want to make a trade in daily chart, you need that Fibonacci retracements. But is the daily chart your higher time frame as a support? You don't need it. Just only the rule number 1 to 4, it's only valid for the signal chart or the time frame you want to trade. So in the hourly chart, of course. Okay. Was that understandable for you? Please give me a yes or no. Please type in the chat box. I know it. And can I help you? Okay, great. So this is interaction. Come on, let's work together, guys. I want that you become successful. We want to waste our time in trading. We want to become successful. So now we have a divergence, we have a support, and the seasonal shows higher prices. Okay, great. So we have a great support by a daily chart. Now we can check the hourly chart because we want to make trades in hourly chart. So let's see. I do it here. Here is our hourly chart. So first of all, you see, we are very, very far away from the fair price. You see, fair price, oh my God, is placed here, far away, 94.81, 981, oh my God, just far away, a lot of space to go. It means we are at 91 right now. It means almost 300 pips to go. Okay, guys. So that means now we need our rules. We need an uptrend. Do we have an uptrend? No, we don't. No trade. No trend, no trade. But it should be enough to put it on your watch list for this week, because if we have a trend, once we have a trend, we can make a trade. So I know a lot of traders have the problem that they don't have time to watch the markets. So you can prepare it outside of your normal job. That's not the problem. By that reason, I developed my Expert Advisor. This Expert Advisor, it's the How Fibo Pro add-on, or EA Expert Advisor, translate that rules into an automism. So by that reason, if you watch to my homepage, dowhow-trading.com, under Expert Advice, you'll find more information. And if you want to have it, I can make you a special price at a client of Admiral Markets. Write me an email. I can make you a special offer if you want to have it, because it's especially for part-time traders that don't have so much time to watch every hour to the chart. If we have a trend now, or do we have a balance candle now, the Expert Advisor will do it by itself in an automism. So ask me whatever you want. So otherwise, put it on your watch list, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. So next one is Australian against US dollar. Open the daily chart first and make sure that you have the support by the daily chart. So next one, where we are, okay, we are deep in a green zone. You can look at this one. Very seldom case. Look at the fair price switched in the beginning of June, down from 75 down here now to 70.91 US dollar. What does that mean? It's easy. That means that the market says, okay, we accept lower prices now. And look at this one. Since a couple of months, the price circles around that new point of control. That is what the market profile indicator will show you. When the market says, okay, we accept higher or lower prices in that case. So, but nothing changed for us. We are deep in the green zone. We have space to go back to the red zone and back to the fair price. So do we have a trend? No, we don't. But do we have divergence? Yes, we have. Look at this one. Connect the last lows. Look at this one. And connect the lows here. And now you have a divergence. Lower low. In the indicator, higher low. That means So, and the seasonal shows us sideways, just a little bit up. So, but it should be enough to make, to think about the trade in the hourly chart. So let's see. Hourly chart. Make sure where you are. Okay. Tricky. Because you are especially at the lower edge of the market profile of the fair zone. You see that's the lower, that's the point of low. And now you don't have a trend, because for a trend, just a moment, I have to open my bottom point to fix. Where is it? So here we go. That I can draw it for you. So you see, now you have the trend, the correction, you have a movement, a correction, but you don't have a trend right now. And we need a trend. No trend, no trend. When we will have a trend, if we have a higher high or a close above the last point 2 here, then we have a trend. But if we will see that, then we are within the red zone. After that, we must have, or we will have a correction, at least 38%, but that will mean that we are within the red zone and we don't make trades within the red zone. Only we will have a close or a rebound, especially at the point of low. Then we can make a trade. Not yet, it's too early, so just wait, but maybe for the next 5 days until next Wednesday, maybe we can think about that. So next one, British pound to the Japanese yen. Open, first of all, the daily chart. So where we are, guys? Template number 1, do we have a trend? No. Point of control is far away. But do we have a divergence? Template number 2. Look at this one. We have a divergence. Template number 2 fits. Look at this one. Only the seasonals shows us lower prices. That's a little bit tricky. But we have a divergence. And today we have a balance candle in daily chart. So we have a balance from supply and demand. That should be enough to think, to watch the chart in the hourly chart. Open the hourly chart, please. So, look at this one. Oh my God. We have a point of control far away. We are deep in a green zone. Look at this one. Now we have a trend. We have a trend. And what do we need now? Florina, you know? Now we have the support by the daily chart. And now in hourly chart, we have a trend. You see, that's the last correction zone between 136 and 135 on the lower side. That's right, Farina. We need a correction. And how far? Do you know it? How far must the correction be work? To the lower side. Do you know it? Rule number 3. What's rule number 3? Right. Yes, absolutely. 38.2%. I love you guys. I love to work with you. And you know, so with this trading style, it's really easy to work. So put it on your watch list. That's really easy. That's really easy. Wait for the next correction, at least 38%. And then what? Rule number 4. What's rule number 4? Or rule number 5, sorry. What do we need then when we see this correction, at least 38%? What do we need then for an entry? Do you know it already? What do we need, guys? What do we need? Balance candle, correct. We have an entry outside the fair value zone. There we are right now. Balance candle. So we need 1. What is a balance candle? Okay. So let me show you a balance candle. Look at this one. A balance candle means a small body and a shadow on the upper and the lower side. And a balance candle mostly occurs after a movement, look at this one, or after a correction. So you see, that's balance candles. So that's two balance candles here. That I love it. So this is a balance candle. And if you see here, one there, you see that's the movement. There was a balance candle. Then comes the correction. This was a little bit balance candle. That body was a little bit too strong, a little bit smaller. So, and the balance will need it, and then we can make a trend. Okay? So this is the balance candle. So this is really, really important. And put it on your watch list, British pound. Doji, yes, so yes, you can say it's a doji. Yes, it's the same word. I use that word balance candle because it describes a little bit better what happened in that candle. Balance candle describes it's a balance between supply and demand. They meet each other exactly in the middle of the price. They went down, they went up, and they meet each other in the middle. That's a balance of supply and demand. Okay, the Japanese candle is a doji, but in Heikinashi it means balance candles. That's easy in Heikinashi. That's the reason why I use Heikinashi, because in Heikinashi there exist two balances. Only two candles, sorry. A trend continuation candle. This is a trend continuation candle. Really strong, big body, and one shadow on the lower side for a short. On the upper side, a big body, a strong body, and a shadow on the upper side for long. No more, no less. Either you have a trend continuation candle or a balance candle. That's all. That's easy. That's the reason why I use Heikinashi, because I love easy trading. It's gonna be complicated, I'm out. I hate complication. In relationships as well, like in trading. Balanced like a javelin before launch. Okay. So put in your watch list, please. So next one, New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. So let's see, first of all, daily chart. So here we are. You see, point of control far away. We don't have an uptrend, but we have a little bit divergence. You see, on the lower side, connect the lows to each other, and you see the red line on the lower side. It means it's a double low. It means it's a divergence. So, and yesterday we saw a balance candle. That's a balance candle in daily chart. So, and the seasonal shows us sideways phase, but we can think about the long to the upper side. So that should be enough, like a support for daily, for the hourly chart. Here we are. And as you can see, here we are. Plus Battles candle, Robert. Yes, that's correct. You saw it, right? Great. Wonderful. And I should put it away. So first of all, we have a lot of space to go to the point of control. You see, it's 67768. Now we have a trend. Look at this one. We are deep in a green zone. We have a trend. And now look at this one. Not really. Not really. That's not a real balance candle. Look, I will show you a real balance candle. So this is look at this one. This is a real balance candle. You see, it's a small body like a doji, or this one. Small body and a long shadow on the upper and the lower side. This is not yet. This is the body is too strong and the lower shadow is too small. Wait for a real balance candle. Look at this one. This is a balance candle. Look at this one here, or this one. For that, I would wait. And then, but of course, we have a trend. We have a close below the 38% Fibonacci retracement. We had actually 61%, and now we wait for a real balanced candle. But it should be enough to put it on your watch list. Swiss franc, New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. Okay, next one. Australian dollar, Japanese yen. First of all, daily chart. So here we are. Do we have a trend? No, of course not. We want to go back to the point of control. So, but do we have a divergence? Let's see. Connect the last lows, this one and this one. And now, let's see, this one and this one. Oh, no, this is not a divergence. This is a convergence. And the seasonal shows us falling prices. Okay, so no, of course not. This is one of the examples why you can figure out if the chart will support you at the higher time frame, the big picture, if you have a support by the big picture. If you're not, don't make a trade. It makes no sense. Wait for a better support or wait for a better divergence or something else. Maybe we need to wait for a, what should I say, really balanced candle for the next day, maybe next week. So we have some trades to go for the next days. And for the last 5 or 6, 7 minutes, I want to talk to you a special topic, guys, because it's important for master the market. Did you ever heard the word mirror neurons? I guess not. What are mirror? Mirror, no? You're standing in front of the mirror. Mirror neurons. Neurons are nerve cells. You know nerve cells all in your body. What are mirror neurons? You have mirror neurons in your brain. They are placed behind your eyes. Why is trading such a big challenge, guys? You don't have safeties. You don't have safeties or guarantees in the market. And one of the biggest challenges is you have your rules. Maybe you have a lot of discipline. You stick to your rules always, or you used to stick to your rules always. You don't make mistakes in trading. You make sure that the higher time frame is supporting you. But at the end, you lose money. You cannot make winners, or you cannot make money with every trade. That doesn't work. We're working with probabilities. And maybe you need paper and a pen right now. And maybe you write down this really important information. The biggest challenge is that we work with trading with probabilities. No safeties, no guarantees in the market. You can make everything right in a right way, stick to rules, discipline, and so on. But at the end, sorry, you lose money. That's really hard to accept for our minds, because we are not educated in that way. Make a look back in your life. What's the way you are educated in? You stick to your rules, your mom and dad told you, and you will never get a punishment. You break your rules against your parents, you get punishment, or you got punishment. In the school, if you make everything right, you have a good grade, and you grow up, and everything is fine. In your job, same. If you stick to your rules, if you follow the rules of your boss, if you make your job every day really nice, you get your money at the end of the month. You get your income and something else. That's the way we are educated in. And now we come to trading. Most of the people don't have rules in trading. They tried over 1 year or a lot of years. They tried to figure out a lot of things over a lot of years, but at the end, they don't follow rules. don't have discipline, and so on. They are not willing to learn it like a job. For you and me, we want to follow rules, but it's hard. It's really hard to stick to the rules always, to be disciplined every day with every trade, with every trend, and to accept the losses. And now, think about your mirror neurons. What's the job of that mirror neurons? It's about the evolution. The mirror neurons are responsible that you mirror your environment. You do the same thing that your environment, that you be inside of a group. Maybe you go back in your school. So you have the genius, you had the losers in school, you have the tactical, the nerds there, and so on. All of the groups had the same clothes, the same behavior, and today is the same. And if you want to be inside of a group, and if you want to accept like a member of the group, you talk in the same way, you wear the same clothes like them, you have the same behavior. You know, smokers are standing outside with smokers. If you drink alcohol, you are in the group of the alcoholics, maybe, and so on. That's the job of your mirror neurons. These neurons, these nerve cells, are responsible that you do the same behavior like the people in your direct environment. So you keep inside of the group. But now there is the problem, and this is a big challenge. Trading requires from us that we think positive always. It's hard. We have to accept the losses. Even we make everything right. Even you stick to the rules always. But you have to accept the losses. And if you have then, maybe after a hard day in trading, you lose money, even you trade everything right about the rules and so on, but you lose money. And if you have then bad people around you, they're talking bad in your ear, they're barking shit stuff in your mind, what do you think your mirror neurons will do? They heard the shit stuff, they see the bad people around you, they're thinking bad, oh my god, it's a bad day, I have a fucking bad life, and everything, the sun is so hot, it's raining so much, oh fuck off, what should I do now? And you come from trading, have a loss, and you have that people around you. And then your mirror neurons working in that way. You think bad as well, you talk bad as well, you do bad as well, like the people around you. I have a name for that people. I call it buddy citizens. You know, buddy citizens? I have a name, I found a name for that people. Buddy citizens. They are talking their body from left to right and without any brain. They move their body from left to right. If people like buddy citizens come into a room, the light goes off. The energy goes away. Do you know such people? They're always talking bad. Do you know such people? I'm absolutely sure you have a lot of people around you. They're talking always bad. The glass is always half empty, not full. Always. They find always a reason to complain. But if you want to become successful in trading, you need a free zone of body citizens. Keep them away. If you have friends around you, they're always thinking and talking bad. They're always complaining and barking bad in your ears. You cannot accept that you are different because your mirror neurons in your mind mirrors the same, what you hear and what you see. And that's the message for the next days. Protect your mirror neurons behind your eyes. Make sure that you have a citizen-free environment around you. Keep away that people are talking always bad to you, because trading is one of the hardest job ever. Because you can stick to the rules and you will lose money. That's really hard to accept. Please protect your mirror neurons. And next week, we want to go further on that special topic because we need to talk about that topic. Write down that two words, mirror neurons and citizen-free zone, or body citizen-free zone. Let's talk about next week about this topic. Okay, guys, thanks for your attention. I wish you a nice evening. And if you want to have more information about Battle of Titans, hashtag Battle of Titans, follow Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, Markus Gabel, or Dao Trader, and I can answer your question. Thanks for your attention, guys. I wish you a nice evening. Florina as well. We will see each other next week. And yes, protect yourself. And don't forget, the journey is the reward. Bye bye and take care.